Kim Kardashian has mastered the art of saying everything without uttering a single word, and at the 2025 gala, she may have delivered her loudest message yet. Draped in an avant-garde ensemble and concealed behind a stark, faceless mask, Kim didn't just make a fashion statement. She ignited a cultural conversation, with many fans and critics convinced the look was a carefully calculated, silent rebuke aimed squarely at her ex-husband, Kanye West. In a world where celebrity feuds usually play out through social media rants, cryptic interviews, or diss tracks, Kim chose a different battlefield: fashion. And as history has shown time and again, when Kim Kardashian steps onto a red carpet, nothing is accidental. A look that stopped the room. The moment Kim arrived, cameras froze and the internet followed seconds later. Her look was minimalist yet unsettling, a sculptural gown paired with a smooth, expressionless mask that erased every recognizable facial feature. No eyes, no mouth, no emotion. Just anonymity. At first glance, it felt daring, even theatrical. But as images spread across social media, interpretations multiplied. Fans quickly connected the dots, reading the facelessness as symbolic, a refusal to be seen, defined, or consumed by someone else's narrative. And inevitably, that someone else was Kanye West. Why fans believe the message was about Kanye? Kim and Kanye's relationship has been anything but quiet since their split. From public disagreements and unsettling statements to ongoing tensions about privacy, control, and identity, their post-marriage dynamic has often unfolded in front of the world. The mask, many believe, represented Kim reclaiming ownership of herself, stripping away the version of her that Kanye repeatedly referenced, criticized, or tried to reshape. By erasing her face, Kim may have been signaling that she no longer owes anyone access to her image, emotions, or inner life. Online reactions echoed the same sentiment. She's taking back her identity. No face, no narrative for him to twist. This is what silence looks like when you're done explaining yourself. The message didn't need captions or commentary. The visual did all the talking. Fashion is armor, not just art. Kim Kardashian has long used fashion as a form of storytelling. From her early reality TV days to her high fashion evolution, her wardrobe has mirrored her personal growth. But in recent years, her style has taken on a sharper, more symbolic edge. The faceless mask felt less like a costume and more like armor. In contrast to Kanye's frequent public outbursts and controversial provocations, Kim has increasingly chosen restraint. The mask suggested boundaries, a physical manifestation of emotional distance. Where Kanye often seeks attention through provocation, Kim opted for controlled mystery. It was not loud, it was not chaotic, it was intentional. The power of erasing the gaze. One of the most striking elements of the look was how it reversed the traditional red carpet dynamic. Celebrities are expected to be seen, analyzed, admired. Kim, arguably one of the most photographed women on earth, denied the audience what they crave most: her face. In doing so, she flipped the power structure. By hiding her expression, she refused interpretation. No one could read her mood, speculate about her feelings, or project assumptions onto her eyes. It was a bold move from someone whose face has been endlessly dissected for over a decade. Symbolically, it felt like a statement about control, particularly poignant given Kanye's past comments about Kim's appearance, clothing, and public image. The mask said, "You don't get access anymore." Silence is the sharpest response. What made the moment even more powerful was what Kim didn't do. She didn't explain the look in interviews. She didn't post a cryptic caption. She didn't acknowledge the speculation. In a celebrity culture addicted to instant clarification, Kim let the silence linger. And that silence spoke volumes. For many observers, it felt like a deliberate contrast to Kanye's pattern of oversharing and provocation. Where he often floods the public with words, Kim offered none. The mask became a visual mic drop, calm, cold, and final. A new era of Kim Kardashian. This wasn't just about Kanye. The gala look also seemed to signal a broader shift in Kim's public identity. In recent years, she's leaned into discipline, control, and self-definition, from her business ventures to her legal ambitions. The faceless mask aligned with that evolution. It suggested a woman who no longer needs validation, no longer needs to perform vulnerability for public consumption, and no longer needs to explain her boundaries. If earlier eras of Kim were about visibility, this one may be about selectivity. Being seen, but only on her terms. The internet reacts, iconic or icy. As expected, reactions were polarized. Some hailed the look as genius, calling it one of Kim's most powerful fashion moments ever. Others found it unsettling, even cold. But even critics agreed on one thing: it was unforgettable. And in the world of celebrity, memorability is currency. Theories flooded social platforms, psychological symbolism, commentary on fame, even interpretations about motherhood and protection. But the most dominant narrative remained clear: Kim Kardashian had found a way to respond to years of noise without adding to it. When fashion becomes a boundary. Perhaps the most compelling takeaway from the moment is how clearly it illustrated boundaries. Not shouted, not explained, just drawn. The mask was a line in the sand, between past and present, chaos and control, access and autonomy. Whether or not Kim ever confirms the meaning behind the look may not matter. The power of the moment lies in its ambiguity. By refusing to clarify, she keeps the narrative hers. And maybe that's the ultimate message. Final word: Kim Kardashian's faceless mask at the 2025 gala wasn't just a fashion risk, it was a cultural statement. In one silent appearance, she challenged expectations, reclaimed agency, and possibly delivered her most cutting response to Kanye West yet.